Hello, my loves. Today I am coming to you horizontally. I cannot be upright right now. In fact, I think my mascara might be running. I just wanted to talk about the event that I did today, and we're also going to talk about boundaries. So my self-love workshop. Hello, DK. You can get the debrief too. My self-love workshop was so beautiful, and last night, at some point, there weren't that many people that were signed up to the workshop. And I got a message from the studio saying, do you want to cancel it? Which is a legitimate question, if there's not enough numbers. And I was like, no. Didn't even think about it. I was like, no. It's going ahead. Even if I have one person, it's going ahead. And so after I said that, I was thinking about it, and I was like, how could I possibly cancel this when these beautiful women, beautiful ladies that showed up, have booked this, they have invested their time, they've invested their money in showing up for themselves for this workshop on embodying self-love. How could I walk away from that and essentially abandon them and their aspirations for whatever they were hoping to get out of it. And that kind of comes back to what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago about doing this work with integrity. So there's a point where sometimes you can't do your job because you are drained and you don't have the energy, or you don't kind of have the intuitive connection. Sometimes it's not coming through. But I think a lot of the part of why, I guess especially lately, I've been able to give so much is because I am taking serious care of myself, which is what it's all about. So anyway, it was beautiful. The poem that I posted on my feed earlier, I shared that. It makes me emotional. I always get really emotional when I read stuff out at the end of my classes, and I used to fight it, but now I'm just roll with it, because there's a strength in that. So I just wanted to share a story that came up around boundaries, and I'm really thirsty, but it's going to completely ruin this if I get up. And basically, the kind of story that I shared was a couple of years ago. It was 2 years ago. I was still in London. I met this guy who I thought was way out of my league, because that's how I was cognitively operating at that point in time. And sometimes when you think that you're not going to be able to get someone, or that someone's not going to like you, it can make you be more authentic, because you're kind of not really entertaining the possibility that you're actually going to be with them. Which is interesting. It's definitely something that I've done a lot. Maybe other people too, where you're just well, roll the dice, see how it goes, take it or leave it. Anyway, so this guy, I can't even really exactly remember hello, my love. I can't even really remember the scenario, but basically at some point he was he said something extremely rude to me, and I was just whatever. And then we didn't talk for a little while, and then he kind of came back and was oh, are you still mad at me or something? And at that point I was this is it kind of thing. So I was don't ever talk to me like that again, thinking that would kind of be the last conversation that we would have, because I thought that he would be fuck this bitch, she's too difficult. And that actually wasn't what happened. He was okay, fine. And that scenario continued. And there's something empowering about that, because you, like, when it comes to setting boundaries, when it comes to communicating boundaries, when we're not used to it, when we're not used to telling people how we want to be treated, like, we're like, hello, I'd appreciate, like, you hurt my feelings, I'd appreciate it if you could, like, not do that. And hang on, I'm going somewhere with this. And often when we communicate our boundaries, then, like, when you're not used to it, you get this, like, oh my God, like, was I harsh? Was I too aggressive? Like, should I have not said that? Like, ugh. And then there's all of this stuff that goes on. And the more that you do it, the easier it gets. So that was that scenario. And then through that, we're still friends. Through that, it's like every other relationship, pseudo relationship, situationship, whatever, man that I meet, they're all slightly better than the last one. and they come with tests. They all come with tests for me to step up and be like, this, I'm not having this. Either kind of meet me here or that's it. And I think doing that in kind of a cosmic sense, it, like, upgrades your vibration, because you're being clear about what you want, and you are kind of having the balls to not accept something that is not what you want, and you get rewarded for that by the universe. And even as your vibration raises, like, there's some dude from, like, I don't know, last year, who occasionally slides into my DMs, and I'm like, when it ended, like, it was hard because I liked him, but again, he, like, I was like, this is what I want, and he was like, yeah, I can't do that, and I was like, okay. That was hard, but anyway, now he, like, talks to me, and I'm like, no, like, I don't want to have anything to do with you in that capacity. I'll be, like, a friendly person to you, but, like, I'm not, like, I'm up here, but, like, that's him, and that is, like, so far out of the realm of what I want now, because I think you I think you start to see more. You start to see a lot more clearly the more that you do this. So I just wanted to share that, because setting boundaries is hard. It's scary because we assume that we'll be left for doing that, and abandoned, and we all kind of have these traumas and these cycles of abandonment from many, many different situations, whether it's family, whether it's relationships, but when we can stay with ourselves and love ourselves and see ourselves and accept ourselves, like with the mirror work that I'm doing, we spoke about that today as well, like, you actually start to have more love and acceptance and compassion for everyone, because you are everyone in this conscious unity situation. If you can think of it like that, if you can't, then that's fine, because it's a bit of a nebulous concept. Anyway, I think I'm probably waffling now, and I'd really like to get to bed and have a shower in reverse order. But I'm sending you guys so much love, and happy Valentine's Day for tomorrow, even though it's a Hallmark holiday. But if you don't have a Valentine, I will be your Valentine, because I fucking love the shit out of all of you. So sending you guys lots of love. Good night. Whoops. It's a big hand.